Yo. Hold on, let me check my voice real quick. Yo. Okay, it works. Alright, it's been a while since I used this intro actually, but yeah, boy. Give me 1 second. I did have an idea that could make it bigger, I think. Want to see my ugly face a little bit more? A little bit more? You'll need to see the broom. You'll need to... fuck it. You can see the broom, whatever. But, alright. I originally had this idea that, I was gonna turn into a video, but I figured... what better way to test my yapping abilities than to do it on stream and then crop it into a video, you know? This might be a mistake, because I tend to say things that I do not mean on stream. And you know, that's fine. It's just a food video. What's the worst that I can say? You know, what's the worst that could happen? But this was the idea that I had. Fuck off, bro. What the hell? Alright, let me launch in incognito. And close the other one real quick. Fuck off. Alright, this is it. So originally, this was the idea that I had. I was gonna do a tier list. And we could still do the tier list, I don't mind. But this is gonna offend a lot of people. Because there's a lot of food in here that I don't like. I'm gonna be honest. But I was basically gonna do a food recommendation video because someone did ask me about it last time. As I was streaming, just playing Maple Story, you know? But people pop in, people are interested, and I figured I'd just share it. What some of the foods that I would recommend are, what some of the foods that I say you should try if you ever visit Penang, in particular Penang. I would not say the same for any other state because I'm not too familiar with the cuisine of other states. I am most familiar with Penang because I'm born and raised. I still live here. And there's a lot of food in Penang that's good. I think ask most people and they'll say Penang is like the food capital of Malaysia for sure. So yeah, there's a lot of food. There's a lot of things we can get into. I could do this. I am gonna do this first. I think this is the best. How do I actually do one? Go to template. How do I reset? Alright, I do have a bit of a cold, so I apologize if I'm sniffling, but we're gonna start with this, and then I will go into my own personal recommendations, which is gonna be probably somewhat different, but not too different, because I see a few dishes here that I would definitely recommend. There's some dishes that I'm also not familiar with because what the fuck? I don't eat everything. There's things that I can't eat. I'm allergic to certain seafoods. But let's start. Okay, what is the first thing? Achar. What is achar? A type of mixed vegetable pickle dish common in Indonesia, Malaysia. It's spicy, sour, and slightly sweet pickle that's often served as a side dish with meals, particularly with noodles. So it is a side dish. Oh, I know this. I don't know this. It's widely different here, man. it's a little bit too different, you know. I mean, I like sour stuff, but I don't think I would want it. Ice kacang. Ice kacang, for you guys who don't know, is a dessert, and it is widely available actually, but I would not order it. It is not for me. It is basically shaved ice, but with like sometimes topped with an ice cream, mostly topped with rose syrup or sarsi syrup. It's kind of sweet, kind of like flowery because of the rose syrup. There's different toppings on it. There's beans, red beans, if you guys are not used to beans being in dessert. There's a jelly, there's corn, not even sweet corn, there's this just corn, is canned corn, nuts, there's this is like a tea jelly, the black cubes, those are tea jellies, but you can add basically anything. These are commonly what people get like just after you eat a meal, but there's another thing that I would suggest that it's not this. Although, I mean, if you're into it, sure, why the fuck not? Not for me though. Ice kacang, it is edible. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's not offensive. But if you're not used to the idea of beans and corn being in dessert, you're in for a treat. You're in for a fucking treat. Hold on though, actually. Let me grab something real quick. Give me a sec. I'm gonna shoot. One second. Around that. So yeah, ice kacang, it's okay, inoffensive to me, but I think some people would find it to be really weird. Asam laksa, it is okay. So there's different types of laksa for you guys who don't know. Asam laksa specifically, it is more sour, it is a lot more fishy. Generally, I think the laksa that you guys or like any other normal person would think of, it is different. It is made with like coconut milk, it is more curry based, it is almost like a curry broth. But Penang laksa, Penang Asam laksa specifically, it is sour, it is tart, very fishy, very spicy, very florally because of one of the herbs. I don't really know what watch the Uncle Roger video. But Asam laksa, I think it's one of the must-haves if you come to Malaysia, if you come to Penang specifically. Grab a bowl of Asam laksa, grab a cendol afterwards. That's the other dish I was gonna say that's like better than ice kacang. Better than ice kacang for sure. But definitely try it. Asam laksa, probably one of the top recommended foods, I would say, for people who come to Penang. It is good, but might not get you guys might not be used to it. It is a little bit fishy, it is a little bit sour. The noodles are kind of like springy. Nothing. The noodles are a medium for you to transfer the soup into your mouth. That is pretty much it. The soup is like very fishy. It's made with, I think, mackerel or like some other type of fish, but it's shredded so much that the soup just fuses with the broth, and you just cling the like there's chunks of fish meat clinging to the noodles with every bite that you take. If you like it, you're gonna like it. If you don't like it, I can see you not liking it. But you really gotta like fish to like it. You really gotta like fish. I am guppo. I have no idea what that is. Okay, I'm gonna say this first because there's a lot of Malay dishes with names that I'm not familiar with because I'm not Malay. I'm Malaysian, but I'm not Malay. I'm Malay Chinese. So there, for me, this just looks like a fried chicken. It really doesn't. I mean, fried chicken pretty good. I don't even know if it's nasi lemak. I'm not gonna say if it is. I can't tell for sure, but it does look like a lot of the same toppings that you find in nasi lemak. But fried chicken good. Rendang beef. Okay, I would not lie. This is my tier list. This is my taste. Beef rendang, I think a lot of people rated it as one of the highest rated foods in the world. Beef rendang. And it's pretty good, but it's a not always order for me because I would get pretty sick of it pretty fast. If you're eating the same, like, it's super oily, it's super dry. It's a type of curry, but it's not really curry. It's just like really oily and really dry, kind of like super spice, super flavorful. Super good, but I would not order it all the time. It is pretty freaking good though. Like a staple of Malay cuisine, definitely. Go to any open house, any weddings, any freaking, just any places, you'd get rendang. Bubur cha-cha, a staple in Malaysian Nyonya cuisine. Nyonya is a fusion of Malaysia and Chinese. Malaysian / Chinese cuisine, which is like very prominent in Penang actually. So bubur cha-cha, there's a tradition for us Malaysian Chinese people. We eat this usually on the 15th day of Chinese New Year. So let me show you guys a better picture. Okay, so what this is, it is a dessert. It is very sweet. A lot of coconut milk, a lot of starch because of the potatoes. There's like the sago. What is sago made of? I think tapioca. It's like starch balls. Potato starch balls. Okay, potato starch balls. It is not too different from the boba pearls, but this is just more, it breaks apart easier. It's not as chewy. But bubur cha-cha, a lot of sweet potatoes, you have yams, just stuff that goes well in like a creamy, milky sort of soup. And sometimes they'll have like pieces of really sweet banana as well. It's one of my favorite desserts. One of my absolute favorite desserts. I have to say this. I will always get it if I have a chance to. It is really not healthy. Let me just preface this by saying it is really not healthy. A lot of potatoes, so a lot of carbs. A lot of coconut milk, so a lot of freaking fats. The sago pearls, I don't think it matters that much, but it's just super sweet, super starchy, super carby, super unhealthy, but it's super good. It is super good. Get it if you can. I don't know why we eat such starchy, such filling things after meals, but we do that. We do that. Chapati. Why is your is chapati is the bread? Okay, I see the bread. Okay, it was blended in. Holy shit, it was blended in. Okay, so chapati is pretty similar to roti canai, I would say. Kind of similar. But it's a different almost flavor profile in a way. Still similar. Like if you're coming to this country and you're gonna eat this kind of food, I don't think you can tell the difference. It is still pretty widely available in like most mamas as in Indian centric food shops that are usually open until quite late in Penang. Not sure about other states as I mentioned, but open pretty late. You can usually get some good food there, as you're gonna see later on, where there's quite a number of mama foods here. So chapati, it's okay. It is okay. I would not go out of my way to get it, but I don't need to go out of my way to get it because it's always here. So, you know, chikodo. So chikodo is a type of pastry. I would say it's a pastry in Malaysia in general. It is made of a lot of flour and bananas, like really ripe bananas, overripe bananas that you wouldn't eat anymore because it's so ripe. Bananas that you used to make banana bread. So you can pretty much imagine what it tastes like. It's a banana ball with flour. So that's just it. It is super sweet. It is super oily, but it is also super good. I would not go out of my way to get it. I prefer the average pisang goreng, which they don't have here. Pisang goreng is pretty much just fried bananas. I prefer this any day over chikodo because, I mean, look at it. It's fried bananas. It's fried bananas. It's gonna be good. So chikodo is okay. It's just okay. Char kway teow. Okay. Anybody who comes to Malaysia or comes to Penang, this is the #1 dish that you need to get. No questions. This is the #1 undisputed champion of all foods in Penang. I assure you, this is the must try. This is the must get. This is the must everything. You gotta get it. I'm even put it ahead because, you know, it is that good. Different stalls are gonna have different ways of making it. Some are gonna lack the wok hei, the breath of the wok as they call it. But think of wok hei as like this toasty, roasty, smoky, all three in one kind of deal. It's borderline like a burnt flavor, but not really. But you know, toasty, roasty, and smoky. That's all you need to know. And it's served on, usually on this banana leaf, which like you put hot stuff on it. It's gonna like has this oil that adds to the flavor of the dish. Generally, you can't go wrong with this dish, no matter where you buy it from. But it is gonna have varying levels of goodness. Some stalls are gonna be a lot more wok hei centric, wok hei centric, where some stalls are gonna lack it. Some stalls are gonna lack a bit of flavor because they use too less soy sauce. But generally, you can't go wrong with this. I would say, get it. You can get it extra spicy if you're a bit daring. You know, if you're adventurous, you can definitely get it. Like tell them to add chili oil, whatever, chili. Just add chili, add spicy. Just tell them that. But yeah, I would get this 100 out of 100. Must try. Chi Chong Fun, a kind of controversial dish because I have it in my list as one of the unusual dishes that you could try, but it is not my favorite, I would say, because I don't like the texture and I don't like the flavor. The texture of this, think of this doesn't count. Like, these are dim sum centric chi chong funs. These actually, if you can get these are pretty good gateway items. These are good for if you want to try it but you're too afraid to try the actual thing, then you want to ease your way into it. So I would get these, but only in dim sum places, or Cantonese restaurants if they have it. But this, because this is the easier to eat version, the noodles are softer. It is not super chewy, but it's kind of like silky, hard to grab with chopsticks because it's so smooth and just very easy to fall apart kind of deal. And it's wrapped with some pork, sometimes, depending on the dim sum place. Not every place has it, but yeah. Then dried fried shallots and probably a bit of dried shrimps as well. These are easy to eat. These are something. These are something. Okay, so the texture of the noodles is a lot chewier. It's not too different from mochi, but mochi is just pure chew. This one at least is like silky but chewy at the same time. Then you have the sauce, which is like a shrimp paste, a watered down shrimp paste kind of deal. The same sauce they use for roja, which is like a fruit platter, like a mixed fruit platter. Then you put the sauce on top. I don't like this as much, so that's why I have it on edible. I wouldn't eat it. My family likes it. I don't. It's sweet, it's thick, it's chewy. I mean, give it a shot if you do. It's just not for me, I must say. Rendang chicken, same thing. I mean, it's rendang. You've seen the rendang beef. You don't gotta... Rendang ayam chicken, so you don't gotta... It's the same thing. It's dried curry, lots of spices, really good on rice, really delicious, but super oily, super unhealthy. Once you've eaten it once or twice, you're gonna be like, I'm good, probably. But that's just me though. I mean, I could see a lot of people putting this on the top of their tier list, but this is something that I'll eat once or twice and then I'm good. I don't need to have it for a month. Chicken rice. Singaporeans get mad because I think we do it better. Well, if not better, at least equal. But we do it cheaper. We are... our cost of doing this is divided by 3. Divided by 3. So imagine that. Let me take a drink real quick. Holy shit. I speak too much. I've been yapping for 15 minutes. What the hell? Okay, now that I've looped up my throat, let's continue. Chicken rice. There's usually 2 variants of chicken rice. There is the standard chicken rice, which has like a roasted chicken, kind of like this. It's not honey roasted. This different. Let me look for something that looks a bit more accurate. I mean, it kind of looks like this, but at the same time, why is it so hard to look for a roast chicken? Okay, this kind of looks like it. No, need better picture. Need better picture. Okay, this... No. Okay, this is it. Right? This right here. Okay, Food Panda, thank you for the picture. This is the standard affair. Everyday chicken rice. Roast chicken rice. You're gonna have the skin. And it's good. It's really good. It's really comforting. And with the chili sauce as well on the side, usually like something like this. It's a bit sour, it's a bit spicy, it's a bit sweet, and it cuts the grease because this is pretty greasy. The rice is greasy as well because there's a lot of flavor. So I would say it is a comfort food that you should get the moment you arrive here. It is the type of food that won't really upset your stomach, because say if you're European or you're American or you're from the other side of the globe that's not used to our climate as well as our food in general, it's gonna be really heaty if you just like dive into hawker food that you're unfamiliar with and you just order curry and you're eating durian and you're drinking beer all the time. Just get something like this the first couple of days. There's a few dishes that I would recommend later on, but chicken rice, pretty good. There is also the Hainanese chicken rice, which is even better for your body, honestly. This is the healthier alternative, I would say. The rice is still, I mean, it's still flavored chicken broth steamed rice, so it's not really gonna be super healthy. I think there's still probably gonna be MSG on this. Burp. But this is definitely the healthier alternative of chicken rice. If you can eat this, it's pretty good. It just depends on the mood. Really, just depends on the mood. This will upset your stomach even less. The other one has more flavor. This is like just silky smooth chicken. If you want chicken that's like the smoothest, silkiest, I don't know what else to describe it, just soft, tender, no bone kind of deal. Prepare yourself. This is what you want to get. So I would say chicken rice, always order. Always order. Chili crab, I feel like this is more of a Singapore thing. I mean, anything you can get in Singapore, you can get in Malaysia, of course. For those of you who didn't know, Singapore used to be a part of Malaysia. Then stuff happened. I'm not gonna go into history. So a lot of their foods actually came from here. Chili crab, I think this is a Singaporean staple. You could get it here. For me, if I have to be honest, like really fucking honest, really 100% authentically honest, I can't eat it because I'm allergic to seafood. I would recommend it if you guys have the chance. Penang has a lot of fresh seafood, a lot of seafood centric shops, restaurants that you can get pretty fresh crab. I don't know about the prices because I don't order it that much, but I mean, get it if you can. It's gonna be cheaper than Singapore. Let's be real here. Let's be fucking real here. I've never had it, so it is like a sweet chili sauce. So that's all I know. I can't even try the sauce because it's like anything that's poured over the crab, I can't try it. I'll forget and burst out into like allergic reactions. Chili pan mi, pretty standard affair in Malaysia. A standard affair in Penang. I don't know about the rest of Malaysia, but standard affair, it's okay. It's okay. Chili pan mi. We have a lot of stalls selling this just all over Penang. Actually, you can get this, but for me it's just okay because it really is dependent on the stall where you get it. There's one pretty famous one in Queensway Mall. I've seen a lot of people queue for it. I've never had it because it just never really interested me. It's just dried noodles with like a chili paste almost. Then you have the ikan bilis, which is fried anchovies, like tiny fishes. Then some veggies and some peanuts. It's just a really dry noodles. Like if you're into dry, spicy, chili oil based noodles, you're gonna be into this. There's gonna be some meat, scraps, meat. There's gonna be meat. I don't know what it's called, frick. It's like an egg as well. If you're willing to pay extra. Usually there's no eggs. I'm gonna say that. But there's a soup variant of this as well. Some people enjoy the soup variant more. I'm not much for the soup variant. Is not spicy. It is usually not spicy, so I mean, you could get it spicy. You could tell them to add the chilies into it, but this is like the banh mi soup. I think it's okay. It's not for me. I'm not super into light soup kind of thing. I need spiciness in my life, regardless of whether or not I'm sick. I need spiciness in my life, so it's okay. It is nothing special. To me, it is nothing special. The noodles are like springy, slightly chewy, but it is also dependent on what kind of noodles they give you. A lot of them usually just serve it on like the chewier noodles like this, but then there's some who serve it on like Hakka noodles like this. This is like, if you can get any noodles, get this one. This is bomb. Or at least like this kind of noodles. I don't know this specific dish, but clay pot rice, I know a friend who freaking loves clay pot rice, swears by it, loves it. For me, it's okay. It's not that I have high standards, it's just that these are things that I didn't really eat growing up, so it is a lot different for me than it is for them. It is a lot different for me than it is for everyone else, because everyone has like their nostalgic dish that they would put on top. This is just my tier list, you know. I would put my recommendations later on. I would show you guys my recommendations later on, and that is less biased. This is full on biased. This is my tier list. It's mine. Clay pot rice. If you guys don't know what this is, it is rice in a clay pot. The end. Nah. Okay, I'll explain a little bit more. It is braised chicken. Usually chicken. Then there's the lapchong as well. The lapchong. The sweet Taiwanese sausage. Is that what it's called? I don't know if it's Taiwanese, but it's certainly Malaysian. But it is a sweet pork sausage. That is, you can usually... A lot of people usually throw it in fried rice as well. So these are just the sweet sausages. These are some mushrooms on the side. There's like chicken pieces. Then there's the rice underneath. The rice is pretty much cooked entirely in the clay pots. So you have this seared bottom, which is like very crispy. And then you scoop the rice and it's like it crisps up. And it's like, that part is freaking delicious. Okay, I can't lie. I don't like this dish that much, but that part is delicious. It's pretty freaking good. Then you have some fancy motherfuckers putting egg yolks in the middle, but generally it would look something like this. Any hawker stall you go to, it's gonna look something like this, and when you mix it up, it's gonna look something like this. It is pretty good if you like the taste. For me, it's okay. It is not something I would go out of my way for, but I'd be happy if I get it. Curry laksa. This is something that is not really prominent where I live, because over here everything's asam laksa, as I've mentioned before. Curry laksa is more along the lines of, I would say, what curry noodles is like in Penang. A more coconut milk based broth, a more curry. It's like curry light. It's curry if you add if you water curry down and you add more stock to it. That's what this is to me. That's what it looks. It is good, don't get me wrong. It is gonna be good, but not something I would order. If I order something like this, it would be curry mee. Laksa, because I'm used to laksa being a different definition, a different dish entirely. There's nothing laksa about this. To me, there's nothing laksa about this. This just looks like a bowl of curry mee. I mean, come on. Tell me this don't look the same to you. This okay, it's curry laksami. This looks the same thing. It is the exact same thing. So, assuming this is what the tier list specifies as curry mee, then I would say it's a pretty good. I won't say it's always order. I like it. I don't like it that much, but I do like it. Curry mee, one of the must-haves when you come to Malaysia. It is not curry laksa mee. It is curry mee. Get it straight. You ain't in Singapore. Singapore calls it curry laksa. So get this. It is, like I said, it's a coconut heavy kind of curry. Imagine curry being, oh my god, imagine curry being watered down a little bit, and then there's toppings. There's an extra spoonful of curry, extra spoonful of chili if you don't find your broth spicy enough, which is it usually isn't. You should usually add this maybe a little bit at a time, depending on your spice tolerance. You can ask for extra, but the more you put, the more pasty it's gonna be, so be careful of that. There's some green beans. These are just dried tofu. What is taopok actually? Like it's tofu. It's bean curd, dry bean curd. So these are bean curds. This sucks up the soup. You eat this, you gonna get like, if you eat the you know the xiaolong bao, you bite it down, you gonna have a burst of soup in your mouth. It's gonna squirt in your mouth. These are cuttlefish. I'm allergic, so I usually don't get them. They're chewy pieces of cuttlefish. It's freaking cuttlefish. What do you want me to say? Bean sprouts. A lot of bean sprouts, and there's usually fish balls. Some stalls will put mint leaves. There's mint leaves on this. Some stalls will put freaking like meat. Usually no. Usually there's a couple pieces of shrimp, really tiny shrimp. Some do bigger, but you know. Then what's missing here is the signature. Now this is more like a bowl of curry mee that you will find in any regular hawker center, but what's missing is this. You see the black cubes of shininess? These are pork blood. Cubes of pork blood. Don't knock it till you try it. It's pretty good. Think of it as it's not even super flavorful actually. It's just kind of like tofu in a sense. You eat it, you drink it with the soup. If you don't know what it is, you won't even realize what it is. It is pretty good. More of a texture thing. It is like a firmer tofu, but pork and blood, so it has more nutrients, I guess. I don't know. Freaking vegans are gonna go after me. So it's pretty good. I would say it is one of the must-get dishes when you come to Malaysia, come to Penang. Not curry laksa, but curry mee. Curry mee, get it straight. Curry puff. Curry puff is okay. Curry puff, generally a good afternoon snack. A not bad afternoon snack. This is the typical variant that we go for. You would find on a lot of roadside stalls. You would find in some marketplaces where they sell these kinds of things. So just widely available and pretty good if you're craving for it. The outside crust is like your standard pastry, like a buttery pastry. Then the inside is just curry chicken. Although they don't typically put chicken in the curry. Chicken's expensive, so they don't do this. They usually have like a more vegetarian based. Some of them do. I'm not gonna say they don't. I'm not gonna say they all do the same, but most of this is just gonna be potato and curry. So kind of like a dal. Think of it as a dal. A dal is like a is that how you spell it? Yeah, a dal is kind of like a vegetarian curry, but I think dal is made of chickpeas instead. But this is like, just imagine a curry with a lot more potatoes, and it's a bit drier. It's not like the standard wet curry kind of deal. So I would say it's good if you crave it, but generally for us it's okay. It's not spicy as well. Some of them can be, depending on depending, each person makes it differently. What do you want me to say? It's gonna be different. So curry puff is okay. I would try it though. It's pretty cheap. Like, you can eat one of them and still have enough room to eat pretty much anything. So grab one of these. If you see them, it's gonna be good. Dim sum. Dim sum is so controversial, I would say. Very controversial, because if a good dim sum place is good, it's gonna be good. If a bad dim sum place is bad, you're gonna notice it. So dim sum is like, if you guys don't know, dim sum is a wide variety of dishes. It is not a specific dish. It is a cuisine. It is a Cantonese tea time kinda, not even tea time, man. It's just Cantonese breakfast. It is a lot of different dishes, as you can see. Dim sum means the point of the heart, something like that. So as you can see, a lot of different dishes, and these are all a part of dim sum. A lot of dumplings, a lot of meat, a lot of veggies, a lot of seafood, just a lot of different things. I would not categorize, this isn't Malaysian food. By no means is this Malaysian food. You can get it in Malaysia, of course. It is pretty popular as well, in Penang especially, because there's a lot of Cantonese people here. I'm part Cantonese, so I would know. But I mean, you don't need to be freaking Cantonese to eat it. You can be anyone. Probably except Malays. There's a lot of pork in this. There's a lot of pork in dim sum. I would not recommend it for Malays. Although you can get the salted egg. Xiao long bao is part of dim sum. Siu mai is part of dim sum. Ha gao is part of dim sum. So I mean, you can sort of see the correlations, right? You can see the relations of all this. But if there's a dessert in dim sum that I would get, this is called liu sha bao or lao sha bao in Cantonese. It means bun of the leaking sands. Pray return to the waking sands, I guess. It is a salted egg yolk custard bun. Don't do it like this. You're gonna tear it open, it's gonna leak all over you, you're gonna have a hard time. These are just pictures. Don't do this. This guy crazy. Don't do this. Bite it down. Lick it. Suck it. Do whatever you please to get the custard. To not let it leak all over you, because it's called lao sha bao. Lao means liu means leak. Liu means, you can say it means flow, but it gonna leak. It no good. Oh, this some bougie shit, bro. This ain't it. Oh, but this is like lotus paste bun, so this is different. But it generally looks, I know it doesn't look appetizing, but once you have a bite of it, you're gonna thank me so much. You're gonna call me uncle. So dim sum, if it's good, it's good. But if it's bad, it's gonna be bad. Generally, if you guys are in US, there's a lot of dim sum places that probably are better than here. I'm not, especially in California. If you're in California, there's probably, not probably, I know my sister lives there. There's a lot of Chinese communities. There's like any places with Chinatown, I'm sure is gonna have bomb ass dim sum. It is pretty intimidating, I would say, if you're going into a dim sum place without any prior knowledge. If you have a Chinese friend and they're used to this, the best thing is to just ask them to take you there. It's less intimidating. They know the language, they know what to get, they know the process. It is a really intimidating process. There's a Canto Mando video about that. Kanto Mando introduces like Chinese food to a lot of people, and where's the dim sum stuff? Yeah, American students try dim sum for the first time. Like, if you see this process, it's gonna be really intimidating if you're not used to it. But for us, I mean, we just grab and go. Like, we know, we're used to it. So once we're done eating, we just pay for whatever we ordered, like through the receipts and all that. So if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, you will notice it. Ikan bakar. I can't eat this, but I have eaten this, and the reason why I can't eat it is because I have tried it and I found out that I can't eat it. It's okay. It's okay. Actually, it's pretty good. If I can eat it, I would. But ikan bakar, generally, direct translation, roasted fish? Grilled fish. It is grilled on the same grill that you do satays on, and satays are like meat skewers, pretty famous. Like, if you're coming to Malaysia and you do your research on what food you should get, satays are definitely on one of them, on one of the lists. But ikan bakar, generally they do it with a wide variety of fishes, but the most common that I've seen is actually stingray, which is like this, and I am super allergic to this. Like, I eat one bite of this, my mouth is gonna itch for days. So not exactly something I can eat, but it is delicious. I have tried this. I have tried building up my tolerance. It doesn't work, but it's good. Squeeze a lime over it. Calamansi. It's not lime, it's calamansi. You gotta be more accurate, or else Uncle Roger's gonna flame me. I don't want to be flamed by Uncle Roger, so it's good. It is not widely available, but if it is available in certain hawker places, you will notice it because you will smell it immediately. Usually any places that sell satays in hawker stalls, in hawker centers, not stalls, but in hawker centers, if they sell satay, typically they would have ikan bakar. They would also have like grilled chicken wings and all that, so you can get them all if you want. This is really good. You should definitely try it. It is a sweet slash sour slash spicy slash really fresh, really tart because of the calamansi. Really fleshy fish. Silky. I know I say this a lot, but it is silky. It is very meaty. It is very nice. So get this if you can. If you know you're allergic to stingray, don't. It's not good for me, so not something I would rank on top, but it is really good. Kaya toast, more of a Singaporean thing, but yes, we do eat a lot of kaya toast here. My mom actually makes her own kaya. So kaya toast, if you guys don't know, is like a coconut jam. Kaya is a creamy, rich like jam spread made of coconut milk, egg, sugar, and often pandan. Yeah, it's pandan as well. Some of them don't really have the pandan because you want more of the coconut flavor, but if you do have, like, it's greener, the greener it is, the more pandan it has. So yeah, usually it is gonna be like a brownish kind of deal, and they'll stick a lot of butter on it because the more butter, more better. More butter, more better. Kaya toast in itself is good, but if you want the authentic Malaysian experience, you are gonna eat it with a half-boiled egg. A half-boiled egg. Yeah, you heard me right, a half-boiled egg. This is gonna be really weird for you guys, if you're over in the States or over there in the West or wherever else. You know, like a fully boiled egg, a fully cooked, hard-boiled egg. Imagine that, but half. Yeah. It is not cooked a lot, but it's still cooked enough that it has like the texture of slimy, but the yolk is still intact. It is like you're gonna break it up anyway. You're gonna be like you're gonna whip it a little bit after you mix it with a few spoonfuls of soy sauce and pepper, white pepper. So you grab the kaya toast, you dip it in this, and it is a delicious combination of salty and sweet. You could eat the kaya toast by itself if you find this to be weird. That's completely fine. I'm not gonna judge you. But this is what we do. Kaya toast, dip, egg, eat. Delicious. Finish toast, finish egg. Order coffee. Usually you would have coffee with this. Coffee, pour a bit of coffee in. You stir, grab all the egg, then drink. You don't mix all the coffee, you mix like a couple spoonfuls of coffee, then drink. Authentic Malaysian experience. We don't let anything go to waste. But I mean, don't knock it till you try it. It's pretty good. If you're into the whole sweet savory experience, which a lot of people are, but I think a lot of people in the West are not used to the idea because y'all don't like pineapples on pizza. We freaking love pineapples on pizza. I think our pizza would freaking ruin anything, any authenticity, any sort of margarita pizza, any just normal pizza. We freaking love pineapple pizza here. So it's not slander, it's just the truth. So kaya toast, it is up there for pretty accessible, pretty palatable food. Not with the egg. If you want to try the egg, go for it, but I would see a lot of people not liking the texture of the egg. So I mean, just grab the toast. It's coconut jam with a lot of butter. It's gonna be really good. So let's try it. Kaya toast, pretty damn good. Keropok lekor. This is a very fishy kind of fried dough. Not my favorite. It's usually for more Malay centric places. Places that sell cekodok would probably have this. Places that sell pisang goreng, the fried bananas that I showed earlier, would probably have this as well. But it is not my favorite. It's very fishy. It is very chewy. It sometimes can be very dry and very hard. So it's a bit hard on the teeth. But you dip it in the sweet chili sauce, it's not bad, but it's not really for me. It's made from fish. I don't know what kind of fish, but it's really fishy. Fishy, chewy, hard. Dip in sweet chili sauce, kinda okay. I mean, you can dip it in any sauce really. It's just gonna taste like the sauce plus fishiness. So not my favorite, I would say. It's not something I would go out of my way to get. Sarawak got me. What the hell is that? I never been to famous Sarawak noodles. I'm just gonna be honest. I have never had it. I do not know what it is. It does look a bit like the wonton mee, except the wonton is replaced by pork, which wonton is also made of pork. So this is just the express less carbs kind of deal. But they also have, I don't know, I never had it. It just looks like I mean, this looks good, not gonna lie. This does look good. Never had it though, so I can't comment on it. Kueh muih. Kueh muih is like an assortment of different pastries. Not necessarily pastries, because if I think pastries, it's gonna be like buttery, doughy kind of deal. But these are cakes, but not really cakes. It is part of the Nonya cuisine. Nonya is the marriage of Chinese and Malay kind of mix. So there's a lot of kuehs. yeah, there, holy, this is a nice picture right here. So a lot of quiz. It's not all just color differences. They're all made of different things. They all taste different. I mean, a lot of them taste different. Not all of them. Some of them taste pretty similar. As for the textures, some of them are kind of just sticky rice. You have a lot of rice flour being used. You have some sago, which is like the previous thing that I mentioned for the bubur cha-cha. You just have a lot of different flavors and a lot of different things. So these are like small packages of surprise bombs that all taste good in a different way. It's all desserts usually. Think of it as the Malaysian tea time snacks. You can drink it with anything. You don't necessarily need tea, although tea is pretty good because it helps cut the grease and all that. So these are just an assortment. It's like dim sum, but for desserts, like for pastries, for cakes. Except these are not pastries or cakes. These are something of the sort. It is really hard to describe what this is. Tea time snacks. Pretty much it. It is pretty good. There's something for everyone here. If you don't like one particular thing, it doesn't mean you're gonna dislike another thing. Some of them are more savory. Some of them can be really super sweet. This one in particular is a bomb. Not in the literal sense. It is a flavor bomb. It's kind of like a mochi. Not as chewy, but you bite into it, it's gonna have like a brown sugar bomb in the middle. There's usually a brown sugar liquid in the middle with like desiccated coconut outside, so like dried coconuts, the white stuff, the white stuff. But it's pretty good. I would say among all of this is one of my favorites. This one's one of my favorites as well, but I can't really think of what it's made of. I just eat it and hope that I'm not allergic to it, which I'm not, so thankfully it's good. But yeah, I mean, just try all this. It is pretty filling though, because most of this is made of rice-centric, starchy kind of ingredients. So be warned, like these may look tiny. Like when you buy it, it's gonna come in like tiny portions, but when you eat a few of them, you're gonna feel it. You bitch, you gon' feel it. So kuehs are fine. Lemang is a Malay dish. I don't really eat it that much because it is not super available for me. It is edible. I would eat it. Usually you would eat lemang with rendang. So lemang's bamboo steamed rice, like almost like a sticky rice of sorts. You eat this with rendang, as you can see here. It is pretty good. I mean, it is an alternative to like standard rice. If you get sick of standard rice, you're gonna eat this and it's gonna be good. It has this smoky kind of toasty, like you can see how it's cooked here. It is just pretty much just tossed into the fire, let it burn, let it cook, let it char, let it everything, and when you pull it out, you eat it with rendang. It is good, but it is not something that I crave because it's not something that I grew up with. If you ask any other Malaysians, any other people, I think it would be a lot more of a different answer. But for me as a Chinese kid growing up, not really my thing. Has not really ever been my thing. Ask a Malaysian dude, they're likely gonna put it up here. Maggi goreng. Okay, Maggi goreng is another one of the mama foods that I would say. Mama foods are foods that are pretty widely available until pretty late, maybe even 24/7. There are places that open 24/7. But Maggi is an instant noodle that you can find here in Malaysia. Let me look it up. Yeah, these are I am pretty freaking sure any Malaysian that you know is gonna have a packet of this in their house right now. If they're not Malaysian, they're lying to you. But Maggi goreng is like standard affair. Goreng means fried, so they're just taking the Maggi, they cook it down, and then they fry it in like soy sauce or whatever else. It's not gonna be bad. I mean, you guys know fried rice. You guys know fried rice never really ever tastes bad. It's gonna not taste as good, but this, come on. It's just gonna be good regardless. It is unhealthy. It is super oily. It is junk food. Places that you can go to, like over there in the West, y'all have, when y'all get drunk, y'all have Wendy's, y'all have Taco Bell, y'all have McDonald's. We don't go to those places. Those places are expensive. We go to mama stalls and we eat food like this. So Maggi goreng, mee goreng, kind of the same deal. It is pretty good. You get like calamansi squeezed on top. It's gonna have like a fresh sour kind of kick. But I mean, this is just the standard affair. If you've had fried rice, this is fried noodles. Good, cannot be bad. But I mean, I wouldn't go out of my way to say like you need to try this when you come to Penang. You absolutely have to. So you don't need to. It's just something we eat when we feel like it. Mee bandung is, for me, edible because it is very sweet. It is very sweet. The sauce is a bit thick. It is like very tomatoey. I got a burp. Very sweet, very tomatoey. There's kind of a bit of starchiness in the sauce as well, so it's a bit thicker. It's not soupy. It can be soupy. There are variants of it. It really depends on where you get the dish. Different stalls are gonna have different ways of making it. I don't freaking know. But it is not really for me, especially because it usually has shrimp, where I can't really eat shrimp. I'm allergic to seafood. Spicy, sweet, savory. Try it if you want to. I don't know. It ain't for me. It ain't for me. It's edible. No thank you. Actually, no thank you. Yeah, no thank you. Mee rebus. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like it. Instead of a mee rebus, I would rather eat a pasembor any day of the week. A pasembor, if you have a stall selling mee rebus, you're gonna have it selling pasembor as well. Typically, pasembor is an assortment of different kinds of things, knickknacks. What do you even call this? This is bean curds, like fried bean curds. There's eggs, there's cucumbers, there's shrimp cakes, fried shrimp cakes. They're gonna cut it in like into pieces. Then there's a lot of different things. There's an assortment. Look at this. It's a slop. You can't even see what's up. It generally, because it is covered in the sauce. It is like a sweet peanut sauce. This is the noodles, like in noodle form, mee rebus. This is it. If you like sweeter, thicker, peanutty kind of sauces, you would definitely like this. But I don't typically like sweet stuff when I'm eating something that I think should be savory, so it is not for me. It can be good, but I would prefer this. Like if I'm gonna eat carbs, bro, I'm gonna eat something like this. I'm not gonna eat noodles with it. I'd rather have like different textures. Like these mostly don't really taste of much. The majority of what you taste is just gonna be the sauce. Like that's all you're gonna be tasting. the peanut sauce, the thick peanut sauce. Yeah, I mean, if you eat an egg, you're not gonna taste the egg. If you eat the bean curd, you're not gonna taste the bean curd. Okay, this is a better showcase. They call it a Malaysian Indian salad. I would not call it a salad. It is unhealthy as shit. There are no healthy components here besides the eggs and the cucumbers. So I would not say this is healthy. But if you like it, try it. If you don't, then freaking my music is paused. But yeah, if you like it, try it. It's gonna be really sweet. It's gonna be thick. It's gonna be peanutty. But beyond that, I don't think it's for me. Mee siam. What the hell is a mee siam? I am guessing it's a kerabu. I'm not gonna say I've tried this, even though I think I know what it is. So I'm gonna say I never had this before. Murtabak, another dish that you can get in the mama stalls or in pasar malams, night markets here in I think you can get it in most places. But murtabak generally made with either chicken or egg or beef or lamb, never pork, because it is a more Malay food, I guess. Murtabak is okay. It is kind of pricey though, because there's meat and there's eggs in there. It is just a variation of the rotis and the chapatis that you see, except that it has a lot more stuff mixed in. It is like a stuffed roti or a stuffed chapati. You don't typically eat this with curry. You can, but they'll give you this the pickled onions, so it cuts the grease a little bit, but it's pretty good. I'm not gonna say it's bad. It's pretty good. I would get it if I could. Just it's not something I would get all the time. I wouldn't crave it. I would get it if I feel like it, but I would still prefer 8 out of 10 times of the time I would still prefer roti canai. Just give me a roti canai, I'm good. So murtabak, it's okay. A naan. This is like the Indian version of roti. I mean, y'all know what naan is. If y'all have Indian food, y'all gonna know what naan is. It is the Indian version of roti. So it's just not gonna be bad. Indian food is just good. Garlic naan, cheese naan, freaking even normal naan with just... A naan is as good as the curry. A naan is only as good as the curry. But if you're having garlic naan or cheese naan, that shit's good, bro. How about roti telur? If you feel like you want more protein, I guess it's good. But for me, roti telur makes it a bit too soft. I like the crunch. I like regular roti canai. But if you're feeling if you want more protein, just get the roti telur. For me, regular roti canai, good enough. Ayam goreng kunyit. Ayam goreng kunyit is it's okay. Again, another dish that you typically grow up eating as a Malay. I mean, it's fried chicken. It's not gonna be bad. It's fucking fried chicken. I mean, look at it. It's fried chicken with like some beans and some peppers and some chilies, and it can't be bad. It's freaking fried chicken. I think the rice is just regular rice. It's not gonna be nasi lemak rice. It could be. It would make it better. But it is what it is. Nasi goreng. Gonna put a clip here that says Uncle Roger's specialty or some shit. But I mean, nasi goreng, Malaysian fried rice. This shit bomb, bro. This shit look okay. Let me. This shit look good, man. Oh man, look at this. Oh, I'm hungry now, even though I just ate. Ah shit. It's fried rice It's kind of like Chinese fried rice, but the flavor is amplified by 10. Because we use a lot more sauces to make it a lot more savory, a lot more smokier. It's good, bro. It's really good. So, you know, I would take this over Chinese fried rice. But I would not take this over Japanese garlic fried rice. Because I think that one... I like Japanese food. Sue me. But this is really good. Watching this while my stomach is empty is not a good idea. Probably not. Hey, but there might be some suggestions on what you should get for lunch, you know? Ooh, nasi kandar. Nasi kandar is curry rice. But not the curry rice that you're thinking of. It is a curry rice where you're gonna have it in a different assortment of different curries all mixed together. Look at this dude. This dude knows what he's doing. We call this banjir. Banjir means flood. And you are flooding the rice with curry. Look at the different amounts of curry here. This is... They're making me hungry. My goodness. So, what they're gonna do is... You're gonna grab a plate of rice. Just plain white rice. Nothing special. You can add toppings if you want. You can add fried chicken. You can add some pieces of... some squid, some eggs. If you can see here, some fish. Fried squid, fried fish, fried whatever. But the main event is all the different curries here. You're gonna get some curry chicken, you're gonna get some curry fish, some curry lamb, some curry beef, and it's all gonna taste different. But it doesn't matter because you're all gonna be putting it on the same plate. You're gonna flood the rice, and you're gonna eat it, and you're gonna enjoy it. Because that's what this is. People get fat out. People get fat from this. It is so good. Definitely a must try if you come to Penang. Must try. Nothing else needs to be said. This just... Look at this motherfucker. Look at Zermatt here. I know him because I watch his videos. This is pretty much I mean, the biggest nasi kandar I've ever seen, but it should also summarize it all. Like, it tells you what you need to know about nasi kandar. It's just a flood of curry. Nasi kerabu is underrated for real. I do like nasi kerabu, but I just prefer regular nasi kandar a lot more. Like, I can eat a lot more nasi kandar than I can kerabu. Because kerabu has this herbiness. Yeah, there's a distinct herbiness for nasi kerabu. So I prefer nasi kandar a lot more. I just want to eat the curry, man. They give me the curry. All I need. Okay, I'm gonna move it up. This is not fair. Kerabu, it's okay. I'm gonna piss you off. I'm gonna piss you off right here. It's okay to me. Kind of the same concept, except it is a lot more just plain rice, some curry, and a lot more fried foods. It's the same thing as you see in the previous rice dishes, like the ayam goreng kunyit with served with rice as well, and then what else? Ayam gepol, which they also serve with, like, it's kind of this kind of thing, you know. So not really my kind of deal, but I mean, if I'm served it, I'm not gonna be angry. It's still gonna be good, but it's just not really something that I would buy out of my own free time. Oh, overrated, not underrated. Okay. My bad. But yeah, I don't think I've seen it rated. I don't think there's a lot of people that, especially in Penang, I don't think there's a lot of people who would even look at this compared to just the regular nasi kandar, to be honest. I think people like nasi kandar. People remember nasi kandar, but not this. I think they remember ayam penyet a lot more as well. So It's okay. It's alright. Alright, nasi lemak. Oh god. Nasi lemak is probably the #1 dish in Malaysia. It is the dish that everyone tells you to try when you come to Malaysia. You absolutely have to have it because it is such a signature. I think this is our national dish. I don't know if it actually is, but probably is. But it's so hard to get some that's good. I think because it's so widely available that a lot of them are not fresh. A lot of them are just okay. And it's really hard to gauge what's good and what's not good unless you've had a lot of it. So I don't really know. Like, I think you should still try it because it's still gonna be kinda good regardless, but don't be surprised if you eat one and you're just like, it's okay. Cause this is like really cheap street food here. This is generally oh god, I'm gonna say the thing. Back in my days when I was schooling, when I was in secondary school, I used to go to the roadside aunties, the Malay aunties. They're selling this dish for like, they're wrapped in the triangular packets. They're selling it like this, and it's only 1 ringgit. It's only 1 Malaysian ringgit. So everyone is gonna buy a couple and they're gonna eat them during lunch, you know. So it's kind of like the back in my days. Rant over. You're never gonna find it as cheap nowadays. It's gonna be probably 2 Malaysian, which is still cheap. I mean, mind you, it's still cheap, but the quality is just gonna vary so much. It's really hard to gauge when you're gonna have a good one. Unless you go to the famous places, I guess. But generally, coconut rice. The rice is the star here. The rice is... People want nasi lemak. Nasi lemak is oily rice. I guess that's the direct translation. The oil comes from the coconut milk. They steam the rice, they cook the rice with coconut milk. So the rice is gonna have like a lot of flavor. Then you have the anchovies, the fried anchovies here. You have hard-boiled eggs, some peanuts. You're gonna have sambal. The sambal is gonna be like a sweet, thick chili. I don't want to make the reference, but freaking Jamie Oliver chili jam. Oh, that's gonna upset so many people. Nasi lemak at the very good is criminal. You make a good point. Most of the nasi lemak doesn't do the sauce. Exactly. It's very hard to get a really good nasi lemak, but I think most nasi lemaks is gonna be even at the average, it's gonna taste good. Because most people get the rice right, but they don't get the other stuff right. I mean, the ikan bilis, the anchovies, you can't get that wrong. Peanuts is peanuts. An egg, if you fucking can't cook an egg, what am I saying? If you can't cook an egg, you have failed in life. Especially a hard-boiled egg, which is basically just an overcooked egg. The sambal, some places make it too sweet, some places make it too jammy, some places, it's just different. So if you want to try it, I would say definitely try it. Cause it's pretty different than most of what people eat in the West. So I would say definitely try it. But don't be surprised if it's just okay. Cause a lot of places it's gonna be just okay. It is like a value meal in Malaysia. People buy it in the mornings when they go to work, especially a lot of foreign workers. When you see a lot of foreign workers queuing for the bus, there's usually like a nasi lemak stall just next to them because they camp there. and they buy it for like a couple of ringgit just to get by, you know? It's gonna be good, but it's not gonna be blow your socks off kind of good unless you go to a really good place that serves really good nasi lemak, but that's it. Many people buy it for school and uni and stuff. Exactly. That's the back in my days rant. I used to buy it as well. Waiting for the bus. There's an auntie across the street from where I was queuing for the bus. I was waiting for the bus, and they sell nasi lemak back then at 1 ringgit. You get the triangles, these for 1 ringgit. This is lunch or breakfast if you're hungry, but this is generally what you're gonna get, and it's pretty good. It's pretty filling. Like, if just buy a couple if you're gonna get hungry and some shit, but a lot cheaper than the school lunches as well. And it's generally not too unhealthy, although it is like a bit unhealthy. It's just rice full of coconut milk, so it's gonna be a bit unhealthy. But nasi lemak, a must try, but not an always order for me, pretty much. Stuck on nasi lemak for it is the Malaysian specialty though. It is the signature dish though. You gotta give it some time, you know. There's a whole film dedicated to it, you know. Name we back then made nasi lemak. Was it 1.0 or 2.0? I don't remember. That film blew up and it was pretty good. But since then I don't really follow his career, so I don't know what the fuck he's up to. But it is a signature dish. You gotta give it time. Nasi Pattaya. I used to have this so much. But it is essentially just nasi goreng. It is the same thing as a nasi goreng. Okay, I think if I put this here, I should lower it a bit. It is the same thing. Pattaya is just the egg expanded. Domain expansion. The egg has performed a domain expansion and has now covered the entirety of the rice. That is pretty much it. It is the Malaysian omelette rice, except it is served by Malay aunties that cook it on roadside stalls or even in mama stalls instead of cute maids in Japan. That is pretty much the only difference. It is pretty good, but it is also dependent on whether or not the nasi goreng is good. So, you know, like sweet chili sauce, omelette, rice. No cute maids though. Remember that is the focal point. There are no cute maids serving you this in an expensive establishment. Nasi Pattaya is known for what rice can move. But I mean, it's pretty good. It is really dependent on whether or not your nasi goreng is actually good though. So there's that. I mean, nothing more can be said about it. It's rice egg good. Nasi tomato, it's okay. Nasi tomato is catering food. If you ever go to any catering parties where they have like the tents set up outside, they're gonna have nasi tomato or fried rice, or just regular fried rice. They can have that as well. But nasi tomato is pretty sweet. It's very tomatoey. It's like softer than the usual rice. It's mushier than the usual rice. It's like long grain rice and all that. And they eat it kinda the same way as any other rice is eaten, just with curry. Is pulut or ketupat here? No. But there is there was lemang. Although I think lemang is pretty different from ketupat, but I mean, it's kind of the same flavor profile and all that. I like ketupat, but it seems that the list forgot it exists. But yeah, nasi tomato pretty okay. I just prefer nasi kandar. Just eat it as it is. Like, I want to taste the curry. I don't need the rice to be flavored. More calories. I don't need. So nasi tomato, all right. What the fuck is this? What in the fuck is that? New chop. Oh, it's just beef noodles. I mean, I've had beef noodles. I've never had this particular beef noodle. I'm not gonna say anything about this because I don't know what the soup tastes like. But if it's just your average beef noodles, it's pretty much just Vietnamese pho, right? So it ain't gonna taste bad. Never had this though. I've never been to Sabah, so I don't know. Eaten that before, but I don't know the name though. I think there's just a lot of names, and it's just called this in Sabah. It's just beef noodle soup. It's Malaysian pho, so it can't be bad. I just never had it before, so I'm not gonna rate it. Ota, it is pretty good, but not this. This particular kind of ota, I think it's a Malacca thing, a Malacca specialty. Malacca's a state, and they make it a lot different than what we have here in Penang, which is kind of like this. Without much knowledge on what to describe this as, I would say it is a fish egg mix. How would I even describe this? How would I even describe this? Fish cake. It is not a fish cake. It is an egg cake. Come on, bro. Their description's worse than mine. Imagine a savory custard. I know it's not the most amazing description, but it's very custardy, very smooth. Then you have fish, like pieces of like fish fillet, just like cooked into it. It's steamed, the whole thing. It is pretty good. This is pretty good as well, but it's a lot more roasted tasting, I guess. It's more concentrated. For us, this is what we're used to. It is lighter in flavor, but at the same time, it goes down easier. It's a lot more. I don't know the price difference, but you don't typically see this here in Penang. You see this here. You see this a lot more in Malacca. But yeah, I've eaten many ota, but it's been like 9 years since the last one I ate. I already forgot what it tastes like. It's just eggy, spicy. It tastes like the leaf. Like there's a particular leaf in ota that really drives the flavor. I don't know what the leaf is called. It's not banana leaf. Banana leaf is what you wrap it around, but there's a type of leaf inside the ota that makes it taste the way it does. But I can't really describe what it tastes like. It's just really different. But yeah, I don't know if it's present in this the Malaccan one, but I'm pretty sure it's present in the Penang ones. Like it's just gonna taste like that leaf. The leaf is in other more lemak based curries, other more coconut based curries as well. Yeah, this leaf, I don't know what it's called, but it, like a majority of ota tastes like this. And the fish is like very meaty as well. The egg is more like just there as a binding agent, so you get more food. It's pretty good. These are again more of the Malacca types. Ours is more steamed. Theirs is like baked or grilled on the same kind of grill that you grill satays on, you grill the ikan bakars on and all that. So yeah. Yeah, ota. It's pretty good. Typically you eat it with rice, or you can eat it by itself, but with rice, pretty nice. Banh mi, I just ranked chili banh mi, bro. What the hell do you want from me? Where did I even rank chili banh mi? I ranked it at it's okay. It's edible. I'll pull it down. I don't like banh mi that much. Again, we've seen the chili banh mi, but this is I mean, it is what it is. It's the same thing, just less spicy. It's still gonna taste a lot like anchovies. Chilies and anchovies. That's the majority of the flavor. I like these noodles though. Like these hand cut noodles. They're pretty chewy, pretty nice, but not really for me. I would seek out anything else. Really, honestly, I would seek out anything else. So not really for me. I think mee goreng is better. I agree. I fully agree. Ooh, popiah. Popiah is pretty good. It is a snack. Imagine a spring roll. It is a spring roll. Just imagine a spring roll. That's pretty much it. You don't fry the spring roll. They typically steam it. And it varies from place to place, from hawker to hawker. Because some places they'll sell it dry like this. There are some variants that are wetter. Like there's a sauce and they'll drizzle the sauce over it. Kinda like this, but it's wetter. It's not like this. This is still dry. So yeah, there's different variants. There's like the fried ones as well, but I mean this is more like, this is just spring rolls. These are just spring rolls. It's vegetables inside. There's a lot of vegetables. It's pretty healthy. It's pretty good. And they serve it with like a sweet chili sauce. You would typically have this anytime you like, honestly. Just at most hawker centers they'll sell this, and just grab it. It's a healthy snack. If you're feeling healthy, you don't want to feel bloated, you don't want to feel like you just eaten something extremely greasy, just have some of this. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't go out of my way to recommend it. It's just it's spring rolls. You can get this anywhere. It's not anything special, but to me it's pretty good. Like a steam roll with vegetables inside. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, spring rolls. Self-explanatory. Putu mayom. To me this is pretty good because I grew up eating it. To anyone else, how do I describe it? It is like, you look at this, it looks like noodles, and it kinda is, but at the same time it's not. You don't really eat it like noodles. You don't eat it with chopsticks. It's an entire piece of noodles. It is a piece. It's the one piece. Then you eat it with sprinkled brown sugar on top, and you sprinkle some dried coconut on top, and it usually is pretty good because it's just sugar and coconut. And this is the delivery mechanism. This is the middleman. You just eat it, and it delivers the flavor into your mouth, and that is pretty much it. You're eating brown sugar and you're eating coconut. What's there to dislike about this? So pretty good, but would not really go out of my way to recommend this because I mean you're just eating brown sugar and coconut. There's a lot better dishes to fill your stomach with, but I mean if you're interested in trying different things, these are usually available in night markets. Not really anywhere else that I can think of, but yeah, night markets. They usually come with this. Like the green ones are flavored with pandan, so that gives it the color and that gives it a different taste overall. Pandan has the pandan taste. I don't know how to describe it, but it just tastes like pandan. The white ones are just plain, and you get the sugar and sugar. The sugar and sugar mixture, very nice. The sugar and coconut mixture. So yeah, I like it. That's because I grew up eating it. It's sweet. It's nice. The coconut is a little bit salty, so it's a bit savory as well. which ties into the whole savory sweet combination that Malaysians like. Ramly burger. It's okay to me, but that's because I'm sick of it. It's literally just coconut with flavor. Exactly. Ramly burger is McDonald's, but a lot cheaper and a lot better. At least in the States. Like, I've had McDonald's in the States, and that shit tastes like ass. McDonald's here in Malaysia, it tastes good. McDonald's in Singapore, it tastes good. But if you're just comparing it to McDonald's in the West, yeah, shit ass. Ramly burger is super cheap. The patties are usually just frozen patties that you find in supermarkets. Buns, prepackaged buns. So it's basically just, they'll just have a roadside stall and a grill. They'll fry up the burger fresh for you. They'll fry up the fresh frozen patties for you. Put it in a burger, put some lettuce on it, a tomato. If they're more fancy, they're more bougie, they'll put a tomato, a few slices of cucumber, just like this, some onions, and they'll put maybe an egg as well. If you're feeling fancy, if you're feeling I want more protein on my protein, they'll wrap an omelet around. They'll pattaya your patty for you. So that's pretty much it. Burger, good. What need to be said? Burger is good. They'll put a shit ton of mayonnaise and a shit ton of ketchup or a shit ton of chili sauce. All you taste is chili sauce and mayonnaise. Really, look at this. This is a Ramly burger right here, my guy. You're just gonna taste this. You're just gonna taste the chili sauce and the mayo. There's nothing else. You're not gonna taste anything else. But it is cheap, and it is often open really late. And the reason I got sick of it is when I went to university, it is literally the only stall outside the accommodation where I lived. My god, every night. Every night. Ramly burger every freaking night. Holy. Then I moved, thank fuck. Then there were other choices of food. But yeah, this is like the cheapest burger that you can get, and it is not bad. It is pretty good. But if all you can taste is ketchup and mayo, it's you know what you're getting into. Ramly burger is peak burger in Malaysia. It is. But there's also Spades though. You know, Spades burger? I freaking love Spades burger. It is so expensive. So expensive, but so good. But Ramly, if you're looking just for a cheap midnight meal, midnight snack, not really a snack, it's a full-on burger. If you're looking for a midnight meal, Ramly burgers can never go wrong. Roti canai, must try. Absolute must try in Malaysia. I think Malaysia in general. You have to try this. It's not even just the Penang thing. It's an entire Malaysia thing. Crispy, fluffy, very nice. With usually served with dal, and dal is like a chickpea curry. So vegetarian, I think, unless they put ghee when they're frying it, which makes it not vegetarian. But it is just a flatbread. If you had a naan, it's a crispier version of a naan. It's also a lot more flakier. It's less bready, but it's still kind of fluffy. There's a lot of variations of this. You can order roti telur, which like they'll put an egg on it. Roti bom, which is like super sweet, super oily, a lot of ghee, a lot of sugar, some condensed milk. So it's pretty good. But roti canai, classic Malaysian food. Roti canai glaze are just like me for real. There's the cutted variant. What? But yeah, this is what it normally looks like. Of course, you gotta have the teh tarik on the side. You can't, it's incomplete without the teh tarik. I get teh ice, but you know, I like cold drinks. But roti canai, you can't go bad with this. This, I would recommend eating this as a sort of comfort food when you arrive here in Malaysia, because the curry is not super spicy. It is not super unhealthy. It also helps you get more used to the weather and the food here. So eating this is a gateway for you to get used to the stuff here. So you don't just dive into durian all day long and then you drink beer at night and you're gonna get sick the next day, you know? Roti canai is peak breakfast. It is. Usually you would eat this as breakfast, but you can also eat this as a midnight snack, because you can go to mama stalls anywhere. They're open super late, sometimes 24/7, and you can get this in most mama places. You can get this drink, teh tarik, which is like a milk tea, a Malaysian milk tea, or like just a milk tea in general. You know the milk teas where they it's a performative milk tea. Look, they do this. It's called tarik because it pulls. Motherfucker pulls the milk tea like y'all do pizza. But they don't typically do this. in most places they don't do this. But get this. This is like the drink you should get in Malaysia, I think. Like, teh tarik is so freaking good that if you're looking to bring some back, I mean, Old Town teh tarik is. You can buy this like online shopping or in supermarkets, get like a fuck ton of them, bring them back to your home country. My sister does that all the time, so get that. That's good. But yeah, roti canai, peak breakfast, also peak midnight meal, midnight snack. Teh tarik, the ice is a very good drink. It is. I do have one that I prefer, but I don't think a lot of non-Chinese know about this. Cham tarik. Well, you don't call it cham tarik, you call it like cham or just cham ice. This is coffee mixed with tea. So milky coffee and milky tea mixed together. It is damn good for places that know how to make it. It is very varied. So sometimes you're gonna get some that are good, sometimes you're gonna get some that suck. But if you know a specific place is good, and if they make really good teh tarik in like specific hawker centers, they're gonna make really good cham. That's just it. Try this if you have not. I would say still go for the teh tarik first. This has more of a bitter taste because it's like coffee mixed with tea. It's a caffeine boost. You're freaking going. You're gonna bounce all over the place after drinking this. But it's an energy boost. I would still go with this. This is like tried and true Malaysian drink best. Can't really complain anything about this. I think most people drinking this would like this. I think most people drinking Old Town white coffee. These are packaged stuff, but just white coffee in general, I think, is pretty good. But I mean, it's all gonna be the same anyway. Most places make this with like the instant stuff. So I mean, white coffee, pretty good. But I would still go with teh tarik. Then, what do we have? Roti john. Roti john is a variant of the Ramly burger. But in hot dog form. Instead of a burger bun, you have a hot dog bun. It is an elongated Ramly burger. That's pretty much it. I mean, you look at this, it looks the same. It is the same. It's a long ramly burger. Sometimes you serve it with patties, sometimes you serve it with hot dogs. As you can see, like, you can't really see anything, to be honest, because it's just covered with chili and mayo, as is the ramly burger as well. So it is pretty much the same thing. Yeah. Like, sometimes instead of a hot dog, they'll just slice up the patties and then just put it on here. So it's the same thing. It's pretty much the same thing. It's gonna taste the same. All you gotta taste is the chili sauce and the mayo. That's it. So it's the same. My music. Let me look for a different playlist. Okay, this is good. All right. Roti tissue. Roti tissue. My sister's kid loves this. But I think it is more of a show thing than an actual dish that you need to try. Cause think roti canai, but a lot flatter until it's become like this crispy kind of biscuit almost. It's a chip. It's a freaking chip made of roti. It's very thin, it's very crackly, and it's very like crispy. And what they do is they'll put a fuck ton of condensed milk. A lot of condensed milk all throughout the thing. So it tastes sweet. So it's like this sweet bread chip. And they usually make it this long because it's more of a for show thing. I mean, it's still pretty good. It's still a pretty good snack. But generally, I don't think I would order this. But I would try. I would probably say it's worth a try. These are usually in... I think you could get it in... Gayu? Gayu is like a semi-famous mama chain here. They've had some controversies though, it's funny. Oh yeah, Gayu. A mini version of roti canai. It's big. It's really big. Like the size is like what you see is what you get. It's not as thick as roti canai, but it's very thin. Imagine like a potato chip. Like the texture is pretty much like you can break it off. If you smash into it, it's gonna just go everywhere. And it's just filled with... It's not filled, like they'll coat the outside with condensed milk. So it's really sweet. But yeah, you look at this is what you're gonna get. Like, look at the size of this. It's not fake. They do this. And sometimes when they send it to your table, they'll have to... If you have two tables joined together, they'll actually place it in the middle and it spans two tables. So this is actually a thing. Like, these are not fake. These are It's pretty good. But I would not go out of my way to get it. But if you're here for the first time, you might as well, right? Just try it. It's just... If you like roti canai, but if you think it can be sweet and can be good as a dessert, then this is the thing you want to try. It's not even a crepe. Crepes are soft. These are crispy. Like, you look at this, it's crispy. Pretty good. I would try it. I would tell people to try it. But I myself would not order it that much, but it's still pretty good. The show is maybe good for experience. It's not even like a show, because they just cook it and they bring it out. It's a good thing to... If you have kids, it's a really good thing to like amaze the kids with. The kids are gonna go, ooh! So pretty good to order, and it's relatively cheap. It's not that much more expensive than the usual roti canai or whatever else you're gonna get at a mama stall. This I don't know. this is extreme. Oh, this is funny. There aren't any roti planes. We're fine, man. We're Malaysia. We're not. We're not in America. But this is definitely something. I've never seen this one, but this is what I'm used to. It's pretty big. It's pretty crispy. You gotta eat it fast though, otherwise it gets soggy and it's just not gonna taste good anymore. So it's pretty good to order, especially if you have kids. Sarawak laksa, never had, cause not Sarawakian. So I don't really know what Sarawak laksa is. Kinda looks like Hokkien mee. I don't know what this tastes like. I'm not Sarawakian. I don't know. Sarawak's literally on the other side of Malaysia for me, so no idea. Satay celup. I know regular satay, but what is satay celup? This is just hot pot, bro. What? I've never had it, so I can't be sure, but this is just... We call it lok lok here in Penang. I don't think you can you? Yeah, we call it lok lok in Penang. Basically the same thing, except you have flavored soup here, which I mean it's basically hot pot, right? Yeah, I mean it just looks like hot pot. I don't know. Steamboat, hot pot. Except yours is on skewers and ours is just we'll just throw shit in. Same thing. I don't know what the difference is, so I can't comment on that. But if it's anything like hot pot, it's gonna be good. It's not gonna be bad. And this is satay with the flavor already. It's satay but boiled. Like it's not grilled satay, I think, unless it's grilled first. Like this looks grilled, so I'm not sure. I've had regular. I eat regular satay. Okay, eat regular satay. Satay, 100%. If you see it, get it. It's always gonna be good regardless of where you are. The quality is always gonna be. Even an average satay is gonna taste really good. But an above average satay is gonna be like, oh. Okay, let's classify what a good satay versus an average satay looks like. To me, this looks average because it's not burnt enough. You need more blackened charcoal areas, you know. This looks healthy. This looks this though, oh, look at this. Oh baby, this what you want? You eat satay? This what you want? Oh, I'm hungry, man. I'm gonna lick my screen. Skewered meats. I'm drooling. Fuck. Yeah, there's chicken, there's beef, or there's lamb. There's a different variety, but the sauce generally is like a peanutty sauce. It's not spicy. So I mean it's just a sweet peanut sauce, and it is pretty damn good. This satay doesn't look good though. This, give me this any day of the week. Look at the grill mark, look at the charcoal, look at the bird, look at the, oh my goodness. I'm a pass on this. Give me this any day of the week. It looks unhealthy as fuck, but I mean, you're eating grilled meat. But what do you want? It's gonna be good. There's usually skewers of like raw onions and cucumbers, and this is kind of like rice, like packed condensed rice cake. Yeah, rice cake. So you have those on the side as an accompaniment if you don't get full on the meat sticks alone. This one is also looking not good. The more burnt it is, the more good it is. Exactly. That's what smokers say as well. The more burnt my lungs are, the better my lungs are. But I agree. The more burnt looking it is, the better it tastes. So hell yes, this is a must-try dish whenever you visit Malaysia. One of the must-try dishes. Absolutely amazing dish. Stingray asam. I have never had this, but I can imagine what it tastes like. Okay, I mean, I can't say for stingray, but stingray is a kind of fish, and you know, I've had asam curry before. It is pretty good. But stingray itself, I can't eat because I'm allergic to it. Same goes for ikan bakar, which a lot of the time involves stingray, so I can't eat it. But I have had it, and that's how I found out I was allergic to it. But asam, any type of fish cooked in asam pedas. Asam is this like, what's tamarind? I guess tamarind. Yes, it is tamarind. Okay, cool. I'm smart. It's a tamarind based curry. If you've had Thai tom yum, it is not too different from it, except it has this like deeper flavor. Tom yum has this. Tom yum's typically also made with, is tom yum made from tamarind. Yes, tom yum, particularly tom yum goong, commonly uses tamarind. So it is kinda the same thing. Except I think tom yum is a little bit lighter, and it often has seafood. So it is more of a seafood based broth. This is a seafood based curry. And any fish that you put in it is gonna be good. Like, it is a tomato based curry as well. Tomato, tamarind. Stingray is a really meaty fish, so usually when you like either eat it in ikan bakar form, which is a grilled form, or you eat it in here, it's gonna be really good, and it's gonna take up whatever flavor that it is like covered with. So I mean, curry, it's gonna taste like curry. It's gonna be good. It's not gonna be bad. I can't eat it, but I can eat it with other fish, so I've had it. It's gonna be good. What the hell is that? I never heard of it. It's stingray. Stingray is a fish. You don't know what stingrays are? It's the thing that killed Steve Irwin. It's the thing that killed the crocodile hunter, bro. Oh man. But yeah, it's pretty good. I'm just super allergic to it, so I can't eat it. Makes my throat close. So that kind of sucks. Soup kambing. Ooh, it's okay. Again, something you would find in a lot of mama stalls. It's lamb soup. Kambing is lamb. Soup is soup. Wow, amazing translations. It has a particular kind of taste that you need to get used to. The lamb taste is really amplified, so you really gotta like the lamb, like the almost gamey lamb taste. If you're not used to it, if you prefer your lamb without the gaminess, you're not gonna like this. The soup is just full of it. It is pretty good to me. They have some herbs to like sort of cut the overall fat, because you look at this, you see it's so much fat. It's so much oil, there's so much fat. That's just how it is. But it is pretty flavorful and pretty good, and the lamb meat in there is just tender, really good. I haven't had it in quite a few years actually, but yeah. It's like lamb stew. It's like similar to lamb stew. It's a lot of herbs, like carrots, potatoes. Pretty good, pretty cheap, pretty nice. Soup kambing is good. The lamb is really tasty. It is, but I can see some people not liking it because they don't like the gaminess of the lamb. If you don't like it, you're not gonna like it. But if you do and you don't mind it, try it. It is pretty nice. Tosai, another variation of the roti. I don't eat tosai that much, so I'm not gonna say it's bad. I think tosai is crispier, I guess. But if I were to have this, I would eat something called it's not even this, is it? It's not apom bale, it's apom. It's not even this. What is it called? Fuck. It's this. How much variation of roti canai is there? A lot. A lot. I wouldn't say this is a variation of roti canai though. This is kind of like a snack. It's crispy on the side, it's fluffy in the middle, and it's sweet. Carb load. But yeah, this is for curry. You can get this in mamas as well, of course. But generally, I still prefer roti canai above all else. I don't think I would ever order a tosai compared to that. But I do know people who like tosai, and I do know people who order this. So I mean, that's a preference thing. It's good to have choices, you know. Of course, you can get it in Mama. Mama has everything at this point because a lot of this list gives me Mama food. Like what can I'm not in charge of this list. Oh freaking no. I'm just a user of the tier list. So I mean, dip it in curry, dip it in chutney, dip it in like random stuff. It comes with like stuffed as well. So you know, different variations, but different variations of the same dish, kinda. So I would not really go for this above roti canai. Roti canai is just my absolute favorite that you need to try. Yin Yong noodles. What in the hell? What in the hell is this? I have never seen this. Oh my god, this is not Yin Yong noodle. This. What the hell? This is Sa Ho Fan. What the hell are you talking about? Okay. The Cha Ho Fan. Whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. Fucking hell. It is the same thing, essentially. I can't find a good picture of it. Yeah, it's... Assuming it is pretty good. It is pretty comforting, but I think there's gonna be some people who don't really like the texture of the sauce because it is kind of eggy, it is kind of starchy, so kind of goopy. And if you can get past that, it is pretty comforting, pretty tasty, and pretty good, and pretty warming. It is something you eat when you get sick. Like if you're feeling your stomach is like rumbling and you got issues and you need to eat something just to get through the day, this is pretty good. I kinda like it, but it's not something I seek out. It is okay. I would recommend it to people who... I would recommend Hao Fun. I would not recommend whatever this is, but this is the dish that I would recommend. Because it's pretty damn good. It has more wok hei than the other one, I think. Put an Uncle Roger, dude. I'm freaking Malaysian, bro. I can pull out the Malaysian accent anytime I want. Anytime I want. Yong Tao Fu. Yong Tao Fu. It's okay. It's okay. This is an assortment of dishes. Well, it's more like stuffed tofu. It's tofu stuffed in stuff. Like you see giant chili peppers and it has like stuffed fish cake or stuffed tofu inside. This is Yong Tao Fu. And it is typically... I wouldn't just say this is a dish. Like you can stir fry it and you can do whatever to it, but usually we have this in steamboat. And we'll just buy the stuffed chili peppers and just throw it in steamboats. I've never really seen people eat it like this, but I think you can get it. I just don't. I don't. Is this just a bunch of tofus in one plate? Exactly, it is. I mean, look at this list. There's freaking dim sum. Dim sum is a food. Dim sum is an entire... I can make a tier list of dim sums, bro. So I don't know what this guy is thinking, but you know, this is my tier list. This is I'm gonna drag my cam down a little bit, but this is my tier list. From always order, pretty good, it's okay, edible, no thank you, never had before. So this kinda sum it up. But there's a different thing that I'm gonna do next that I think... Oh god, I'm yapping so much that my throat is so dry. I'm still sick, so... Drinking a fuck ton of water. I'm not gonna be my American uncle and say water. Holy shit, I just did that. But here's something I'm gonna do, which is not based on this tier list. I'm not gonna use this tier list at all because I think it is a little bit too varied. It is food in Malaysia, so it is the entirety of Malaysia. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna list some recommendations of foods that I think people should try whenever they come to Penang. I have my notepad up on the side because I've already done like the listings and all that, but I'm gonna use it as reference. So yeah, make a video out of it. Maybe. I don't think I'm gonna do anything with this tier list because I think it's gonna make a lot of people really angry. But that's fine. You are entitled to your opinions and I am entitled to mine. But it's almost summer in the West, so a lot of people are gonna go on vacations, and I think a lot of people would probably travel here whenever they're free, whenever they've done booked their vacations. Most people are gonna go to Singapore first. Of course, Singapore is the most known Southeast... Oh my god, I'm burping. Most people are gonna travel to Singapore first because it is the most known Southeast Asia country. But I think I'm biased because I was born and raised here in Malaysia, and I'm born and raised here in Penang, and we have the better food. We have the cheaper food. Our food is 3 times cheaper than Singapore. Whoa, amazing. But I think the general vacation spots would be Singapore or Thailand. And Malaysia, Politics might be a reason why some people don't come here. Religion might be another. I can't speak more on that, but I mean, a lot of people just don't agree with it, and that's entirely fine. You are entitled to your own opinion. We are entitled to our opinions, but you're gonna miss out on a lot of good food if you don't come here. Holy shit. I'm gonna close this tier list because I don't give a fuck about that tier list. We all know the reason why they would go to Thailand. Thailand has really good food, my guy. There are other reasons, I guess. A lot more stuff is legal there. Weed is legal there. Freaking weed is not legal here. You get caught, you're gonna die. But, I mean, it is what it is. So, it is almost durian season as well. I mean, some people are gonna want to try that. I'm personally not that big of a fan of durian. There's like a metric fuck ton of different types of durian that you can try. There's like so many different breeds of durians, and it's all gonna taste somewhat different. But I'm not a fan of durian. I'm gonna preface this, but if you want to try it, go ahead. Probably need a guide. There's so many different variations. There's like so many. Like look at this, bro. It's kampong number 8. It's kampong number 7. I don't think these are variants, but if you go to like a durian shop, they're just gonna have a ton of different ones. Like this is the most famous one, Musang King, of course. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it, so I'm not super into it, but a lot of people are gonna come here for vacation. A lot of people are gonna just come here, you know. Like if you're in Malaysia, I think the best food, most people can agree, comes from Penang. So if you're ever in Penang and you want to try out some foods, you want to try out hawker foods, you want to try out the local foods, I think I can make a list of what even do I have a list of? I think most tourists would hate durians because it smells and stuff. Exactly. Most people are gonna hate durian, but if you're in Malaysia, why not just try it? You might hate the smell, but you might like the taste. A lot of people hate the smell, and a lot of people hate the taste, but it is worth trying. I mean, you can get, you don't necessarily have to buy the whole thing. You can buy just small pieces, but it might not be fresh though, so be warned. They might have already like packaged it and then it's just sitting there the entire day, so be warned about that. I think. Okay, so I did make a few notes down in my notepad, so doing videos live is hard, dude. I don't know how Ludwig does it, where he's just like, he's cutting stream segments into videos, and I'm like here rambling and I don't even know what to say. Half the time I'm lost. So yeah, this is honestly a skill that you need to hone. He has like sections of questions. He doesn't even have questions, dude. He has stories. He goes into streams with like stories prepared, and he's always like, he's really good at dragging out stories, farming stories, and just like he's honestly a really good storyteller, and I really look up to him on that. But it is extremely hard to sort out everything in my brain. Because to tell the story, you have to be coherent. And I'm usually not coherent. I ramble on one thing and I go too deep and I forgot what I was talking about 5 seconds ago. So that's my problem. It is something I have to train, definitely. You need to learn how to clip farms. I mean, I can clip farm really easily. I just can't. I can't do a 15-minute video rambling on how I went to a party and met up with some people and then had like the worst party of all time. But he can he can somehow twist it into like a 15-minute adventure, and it's somehow still interesting. A lot of people would have clicked away. So like these kinds of streamers are like probably like my idols, I guess, my streaming idols. So yeah, okay, getting into it. I do have a list of foods that you guys should absolutely check out if you are coming to Malaysia, specifically Penang. But I have the list sorted out into a top 10, but it's split into 5 because I think it is better to categorize foods that you should take directly after you've landed from the airport versus once you've gotten used to the climate here after a few days. Because I think if you just hop out of the airplane, you go eat a bunch of food that you don't know that is like super spicy or super greasy, you're gonna get sick. That's pretty much it. You come here, you're likely gonna be drinking, you're likely gonna be eating a lot of heavy foods, so just brace yourself. I think it is good to have a list of foods that you can find comfort in once you kick off your journey versus foods that you just want to get into right away, you know? Foods that you can get into after you're done acclimating here. So what it is I can give y'all names, but know that the names will be different from place to place. In Penang it is mostly the same, but if you're used to a dish being called one name in Singapore, it is gonna be different here. It is likely gonna be different here. Say Hokkien Mee in Singapore is this. Hokkien Mee in Penang, it's this. It is entirely different. It is a different dish. So be warned on that. What you know in Singapore might not be what you know in Penang. I'm looking at my list. So here's number 1 of my foods that I think you should try the moment you land, just to get yourself more situated, get yourself more comfortable. And these are foods that are comforting. These are foods that will get you more used to the foods here, I guess. Number 1 is wonton mee. It is what it sounds like. It is mee, which is noodles with wontons. A dry noodle with like a savory black soy sauce. It is pretty good, but it is very varied, I think. The noodles might not be super al dente, depending on the stall you go to. Sometimes it might be overcooked, it might be a little bit mushy, but a lot of the time it should still be like springy, it should still be good. The wontons, you can get the wonton steamed. It is usually steamed, but you can get them fried as well, kind of like this. One secret trick in Penang. There's these like char siu. It is super dry, it is super not good. So you can actually request the hawker stalls to switch it out. It doesn't typically look this good. I'ma be real. It kind of looks like this. It is dry. It is like almost flavorless in a way. It's kind of like just shredded up cardboard. But I mean, if it looks something like this, I would take this any day of the week. But if it looks something like this and you don't want it, just ask them, can you switch out the char siu for a few more wontons? And they'll typically say yes. So this is the trick. This is what my friend taught me, and it has worked in most places that I've gone to, like if I order this. So get it if you want. I don't know. Number 2. Number 2 is called kway teow tung. It is definitely a mouthful for people who are not used to saying this out loud. It is a soup kway teow. Kway teow is like a kind of glass noodle or rice noodle. It is like a flat It is like a flat noodle. Like the noodles don't really mean anything. The noodles are a delivery mechanism for the soup. The soup is what you're. The soup is the main event. You're gonna have maybe sometimes chicken, sometimes pork. It is usually a pork-based soup, and it is very comforting, very warm. It is kind of plain, but still very flavorful. Imagine like a Vietnamese pho, but pork, and clear and comforting and nice, and it's like a warm hug, and it's a nice little hug that you get right after you get off the airport. And usually it is pretty good in most places. It's not gonna taste bad. It has like fish balls and like fish cakes and all that. Pretty cheap as well usually, so these are nice. Now you can get the chili patties on the side if you're feeling a bit adventurous. These are really spicy. Bird's eye chili. These are extremely spicy, so I would not get. These are fine. This is the tutorial mission of a game, and this is freaking a Souls-like game where you encounter. This is Elden Ring when you meet Tree Sentinel for the first time. So I would not take this if I was you. I would just no, just don't do it if you're getting used to it. Number 3, of course, chicken rice. I think anyone who's interested in traveling to Southeast Asia would know about chicken rice. I think you can probably get chicken rice where you are, and it should pretty much taste the same. But there's 2 variations of chicken rice here. There is the roasted chicken rice, which is what you normally see, and they'll have like the roasted chicken hanging from the hook at the stalls. And the rice is usually flavored as well, steamed with probably the chicken broth. So this is pretty good. I know Singapore sort of adopted this as one of their most famous dishes, and I'm gonna burp. And it is pretty good there. I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty good there. But I don't think the quality of our chicken rice is anything to be scoffed at. I think it is pretty good as well, and it is 3 times cheaper. Again, I'll say this all the time. It is pretty good. I think it is pretty equal in quality, and it is 3 times cheaper. So understand that. But there is also another variation of it, which is the Hainanese chicken rice. It is called the Hainanese chicken rice. Hainan is a province in China, and it is also a language. But Hainanese chicken rice, it is a lot more silkier, a lot more smoother, and a lot more tender, and more healthy, I guess, because it's just steamed chicken or boiled chicken. I don't really know, but the rice is the same. The chicken is just a lot more smoother, a lot more silkier. But if you're looking for something that's, I mean, this is pretty, both are good. Both are, take your pick. Order one of each. In fact, for the Hainanese chicken, you don't even have to order the rice. Just order the chicken. They'll give it to you. Or even this, they'll just order the chicken. They'll give it to you. So that's pretty good. I would say get this. Get yourself if you're feeling adventurous, right? If you're feeling a little naughty, get the chili sauce. The chili sauce is like a soury, sweet, chili ginger, garlicky ginger sauce that's pretty nice. It cuts the grease. It helps. It cuts the grease, and it helps make going down a little bit easier. But coming out might be a little bit hard if you're not used to it. So, you know, proceed with caution. Proceed with caution. Number 4. Number 4. 炒饭. Prepare yourself. This might be controversial because, as I've mentioned before in the tier list, Chao Hao Fan is this kind of starch. The sauce is a little bit starchy, so it takes a bit getting used to. But generally, it is very eggy. The noodles are very soft, very... I don't want to overuse the word silky, but it is very silky. It is very smooth. This is like a giant wok of it. Damn, goddamn. I would not like this. This is the variation. They stir fry the noodles. They stir fry the hao fan before that, and it gets roasted and toasted with the wok hei and everything. Then they'll put on the sauce. They'll put on the veggies. They'll put on the char siu, the whatever else. And the sauce might be a bit starchy, so a lot of people might not get used to it. Try it. It is very comforting. It is very nice. It is very again, overusing the term. It's a warm hug. It's a nice warm hug. Some of them would have the livers, but not all of them do. A lot of them are seafood based, so if you're allergic to that, beware. But yeah, pretty good. Not my favorite, because I have another variation of this dish that I think most people would prefer. But this, if you're landing from a plane, you're just looking for something to eat. You're looking for something to comfort your stomach. You're looking for something to get yourself acclimated to the climate, to the everything, to the humidity. Get this. It's damn good. And these dishes are all available at most hawker centers. These are very commonly found. So don't be surprised if you just see this everywhere. Like, it is in every hawker center. Sometimes there's gonna be multiple hawker stalls in the same hawker center selling the same thing. That just happens a lot of the time. Number 5, of course, one of my absolute favorite breakfast dishes, roti canai. This is a flatbread that is very crispy, very nice. If you know naans are kind of thick compared to this. This is more fluffy. This is more flaky. It's made with ghee, so it has like a buttery kind of taste. But you dip it in curry, any curry, usually a dal. Dal is like this thing in the middle, this chickpea curry. So it is kind of vegetarian, but I don't know if ghee is vegetarian, so, you know, be warned if you're a vegetarian. Maybe ask them to like cook it without the ghee. Is ghee vegetarian? Yes, ghee is typically considered vegetarian. Okay, so ghee is vegetarian. The dal is vegetarian as well. That bam! Freaking, you are vegetarian now. You are good to go. This is very good. Eat it with the dal. Eat it with like any other curry. Like whatever curry they have, just ask for it. They'll take it. They'll bring it to you. You can typically find this in a lot of mamak stalls. Mamak stalls are just like Indian run stalls, and there's a variety of foods there that are good. If you're into curry, just get any curry dishes there. You're good. But roti canai, this is a major step for your stomach to take if you're not used to this kind of food. It is not spicy by any means, unless you're eating other curries. I don't know what these are gonna. I don't know what the spice levels of these are gonna be like, but if you're just eating dal, it's good. You're fine. Dal is not spicy at all. Dal is like a chickpea curry that's just really deep in flavor, but not spicy at all. So you're good. And this is like a buttery medium to deliver it to your face. 10 out of 10 we recommend. And it's cheap. It is pretty cheap. There are different variations of this as well, but just try roti canai. If you want some protein, just tell them to add an egg on it, and it's gonna be roti telur. Telur is egg. So that, I don't like roti telur because it makes it a bit more dense. and it takes away the crispiness a little bit, so it's not as crispy. But it has more depth and it has more protein if you're into that kind of thing. So try that. So after a few days, your stomach's good, you are acclimated to the weather, you're used to the humidity, you're walking around a lot, you're traveling, you're sightseeing, then you're looking for foods that are a bit more exciting. Number one, the absolute undisputed champion of food here in Penang. Nothing else beats this. I don't think any other food critic or any other traveler would recommend anything else other than this. If they do, they're scammers. If they do, they're a hoax. Don't trust in them. Holy shit. You need to eat this if you come to Penang. Any stall selling this, of course, it's not gonna be the same. It is gonna have varying levels of wok hei. It is gonna have varying levels of spices or varying levels of savoriness. But just try this. Even the worst char kway teow is gonna be somewhat good still. And I would just, if it smells good to you in a hawker stall, in a hawker center, just order it. If it smells good, if it smells roasty, toasty, and smoky, just order it. That's what wok hei is all about. This is a damn good, damn nice dish. Has some prawns, has the noodles, has eggs, has bean sprouts, has lapcheong. But my god, this is really good. So just try this. This is probably one of, not probably, this is the number one dish I think anyone who comes to Penang should try. No questions asked. I mean, even freaking Anthony Bourdain came here and he liked it. So, you know, there's clips of it. You can find it. Rest in peace, Anthony Bourdain, one of my favorite food travelers growing up. Holy. Number 2, Penang curry mee, or in Singapore is known as laksa. Completely different dish here. But Penang curry mee, it is basically a kind of watered down curry, but it still has a ton of flavor. It has a ton of coconut milk. It has a ton of chili oil. And it is very good, very nice. But it is also very dependent on the hawker stall. The ingredients on top that you see, it varies from hawker to hawker, of course. But generally the taste profile should be the same. And there's one extra special ingredient that if you're not used to, I would suggest maybe leaving it out. But I mean, try it. It's not a heavy tasting ingredient. It's not super noticeable. If you close your eyes, it's just gonna be a black tofu. But it is, in fact, cubes of pork blood. It's pork blood. It doesn't taste super irony. It doesn't taste super prominent. It's just, this is a texture thing. It's a tofu. Just think of it as tofu. But curry mee, damn nice. Some places have mint, others don't. But just eat it. Like it has like the extra spoon of chili paste on the side for if you're feeling a bit more adventurous. But generally, most of us add them all. Like you just add the entire spoonful. I would not add any more than that, because the more you add, the pastier the soup gets, and it just kind of ruins it. Just don't add any more than they give you. But damn good. Number 3, Hokkien Mee. This is a shrimp-based broth with noodles that are just similar to the last one. It's kind of like an egg noodle with like some vermicelli. But the soup base is what makes this different. This is shrimp boiled to the max. If you're super into seafood flavors, this is what you should go for. I am super allergic to this. I cannot have this. I will die. So I can't have this. Like typically they won't have the meat. They will have the egg. It looks kind of something like this. So, you know, it is just a really nice seafood broth that's could be spicy or could not be spicy depending on the hawker stall. But I would definitely have this. Hokkien Mee is a completely different thing in Singapore, so be warned. This is a seafood soup-based noodle dish that is really good, and that you should try it ASAP. So this is next. Number 4, Nasi Kandar. Of course, what's more Malaysian than rice and curry? Drowning rice in curry. That's it. That's pretty much it. We call this, let me look for an appropriate picture. This is an appropriate. We call this not COVID-19. What the hell? Why did you put this? Oh yeah, Zermatt has a really good one. Okay, his is extreme, but we call this banjir. Banjir means flood. And it is a flood because we flood this entire plate with curry. And that's generally what you do with Nasi Kandar. When you go to a mama place or just a Nasi Kandar stall, you're gonna see a wide variety of curries. Kinda like this. You can pick and choose your toppings. Of course, you can get the fried chicken, you can get some eggs, you can get fried fish or whatever else. But then you have the wide variety of curries. Holy shit, look at this. And you just mix, and you just match, and you just flood your plate. What's better than that? Come on. What's better than that? Even looking at it is making me so... Oh, I'm salivating. Ooh. This one might be controversial because I don't think a lot of people would like this, but at the same time, if you can accept a more fishy taste, if you really enjoy fish or you really enjoy seafood, you're gonna freaking love this. This is Penang laksa, which is a lot different from Singaporean laksa. Penang laksa is called Asam laksa, which is a tamarind-based broth. It is sour, it is sweet, it is thick because of all the fish shredded into it. The noodles, I think, don't really matter that much. It is like a bouncy type of noodle that's like really hard to pick up because it's so slippery. But the noodles, I think it is more of a delivery mechanism for the soup to your mouth. You have mint, you have the I don't know what these leaves are called, but you have just a lot of different herbs. And after you finish this, you go get yourself an ice kacang or a cendol to finish off the meal. A very nice cold dessert. Must-have combination if you come to Penang. If you're not used to eating fish, I would not if you're not used to like super fishy tasting things, I would not recommend this. But otherwise, try it. It is not super big, like the bowl is quite tiny, so you know, try it. Try it, it's good. But that is pretty much it for my food recommendations. I could do the unusual ones. I do have some unusual foods that I would recommend. Okay, let's do it. Okay, for the unusual foods, I don't have like a full list of it, but here's a few of them. This is called bakute, or in Chinese it's called roku cha, or direct translation would be meat bone tea. Not exactly tea, but it is a soup. The reason why I put it in unusual is because it's not because it's like full of meat and anything. Like, we all freaking love meat, mushrooms and everything, but the taste of the soup is a bit more medicinal compared to what the average person is used to. So it has a flavor profile that I think not everyone's gonna like, but I think if you try it, give it a shot. It is pretty hard to order though, like if you're not just getting the entire thing. I don't know if stalls will let you sample the soup, but if they do, that would be nice. It's pretty hard to get unless you can eat the whole thing, or like hope that someone in your group decides to eat the whole thing. But yeah, it is typically served with rice. It's just a soup dish. It is a nice comforting soup dish, but it has a medicinal taste that I think would draw a lot of people away from it, unfortunately. It is a dish that I really like and I really enjoy eating as well. Not too often though. It is not super healthy, because you know, a lot of calories packed in these things. So yeah, bakute. Number 2 is hojian, which is apparently a lot of people are named Jian Ho or Hojian. Let me look for the proper origin. Okay, so this is number 2. This is called origin. Oh, we call it hojian, man. Come on, we call it hojian. It is essentially an oyster omelette. But what makes this weird is not because it is oyster and omelette, which is already an unusual combination. It is the fact that the eggs are made with starch. You can see the starchy bits here. It tastes, overall the taste is amazing if you just have oyster and egg, but the starchy part is definitely gonna not be the favorite of most people, because it is really goopy and really gooey and it has the texture of snot, unfortunately. But if you can get over that, it tastes really good. Or maybe you can like go to a hawker stall and ask them to not put the starch into it, and they can do it for you, and you can just have the omelet by itself with the oysters. That's gonna be good as well. But the authentic experience is definitely with the starch. You can see the starchy bits. you can see the starchy bits here. It is a texture that definitely not everyone is gonna get used to, so be warned about that. Oh. Well, number 3 is called chi chiong fan. The dim sum version, which is this, I think it is a lot more palatable. It is a lot more friendly to people who haven't had this dish before. It is basically just rice noodles. Rice noodles in a thinner sauce, kind of almost. It's not even a soup, but it's a borderline soup. But the authentic one, the authentic Penang one, is gonna be this. The dim sum one, the flavors aren't super heavy, so they sometimes wrap it with pork, sometimes there's other meats. So this is a gateway chi chiong fan. This is the authentic Penang chi chiong fan, which the texture is more mochi-like. Not as chewy, not nearly as chewy as mochi, but it is mochi-like. Because you look at this, you bite down, it's gonna be chewy. Not even as chewy as the tteokbokki in Korea. Not even. But it is still gonna be chewy. Softer as well, but chewy. Then you have the sauce, which is pretty divisive. The sauce is a shrimp paste. And if you like seafood, thick, sweet seafood sauce, you might like this, but I can see a lot of people not liking this. My family loves this. I don't. I can't eat seafood, and I'm not a super big fan of the texture, so ain't for me. Might not be for you as well, but try it. Why not? Just try it. And they sprinkle sesame seeds on top. And fried shallots. So try it. Go ahead. Alright, the last one for the unusual foods. Besides bak kut teh, which I really love, this is the one that I eat most commonly, and I think it is freaking delicious. It's just that the texture, again, like these are all texture based things because you guys might not be used to it. This is like a really starchy, really heavy, really goopy sauce that goes on top of the typical noodle combination of the egg noodles and the vermicelli. The sauce, you can see, it is not a soup. It is a sauce. It is a very thick, very starchy, very flavor heavy sauce. If you like braised pork or braised chicken, this is a much heavier version of it. With the noodles, they'll give you like a sour garlic kind of mix on the side, as well as some chili sauce as well. That gives it a bit of a more sour kick, just so you cut the grease. But I can see the texture being really difficult for some people to handle, so you know, I can't blame you guys if you don't like it. This is definitely something that is an acquired taste, so be warned about that. Be warned about that. But yeah, this is the list. I think if I have the time, I will compile a list of drinks next time, but for now I think this is pretty nice, like pretty good enough, cause yeah, I've been yapping for so long, my mouth is dry, my holy, let me take a sip. Goddamn, this is the most that I've yapped in like 3 hours. Am I streaming? 3 hours? 3 hours of streaming? Oh, this too much yapping, bro. But I think we're done with the food thing, so I'm gonna move ahead to there's stuff that I want to check out, which is like Summer Game Summer Game Fest. Just a couple of trailers, you know. I've seen the actual Summer Game Fest, so I know what's up. I think it's alright. Not my favorite Summer Game Fest, but then again, Summer Game Fest, I think most game companies are just gonna save for Game Awards. They're not gonna do any big reveals. Persona was interesting. Where's the Persona trailer, bro? Persona 4 Revival. Hold on. Let me close my music. Persona 4 was like, this was interesting, but it didn't really show much. Like, it just might be too loud, right? Might be a bit too loud. Let me lower it a bit. This was interesting, but I think Persona 4 wasn't really my favorite, because I didn't like the character designs. I think it looked a bit bland and a little bit boring compared to 5, or even compared to 3. I get that they're not gonna announce a new Persona anytime soon because they were busy working on Metaphor, which I still need to play, by the way. Goddamn, I still need to play it. So Persona, there was Resident Evil as well, And this trailer was unexpected. I was watching Maximilian Dude watch this, so I don't think anyone knew what this trailer was about. Although, looking back, Ashcroft is a hella Resident Evil kind of name. And I think Capcom does a really good job in subverting expectations. Is that the term? I don't know if that's the term, but the Rat trailer with like RE4 remake, RE2 remake or RE4? I don't, RE2 remake.
Grace.
That was so
Grace.
different, and you didn't know up until you see the zombies. You don't know.
My office.
Oh, coming.
But like you see everything. You see the graphics. You immediately know it's the RE engine. You just don't know if it's a new IP. It could always be a new IP.
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I've seen this. I'm just gonna skip ahead.
Taste the past.
But it's crazy that
Grace.
What is this?
I don't know what's up with this, but it's crazy that they're going back to Raccoon City.
Stay close. They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Raccoon City Police Department.
Stay away from that!
Dude, my guess is, I mean, you're returning to Raccoon City. Leon's gotta be there. I don't know. I don't know if this girl's gonna be the MC, but or she might be like an Ashley case where she's like the damsel in distress. But I don't know for sure. She could be the MC. It could be like a thing where Leon just shows up later. But I mean, not having Leon in Raccoon City is gonna be crazy. Even Jill, like, when's the last time we saw Jill? She got kidnapped by Wesker, turned into a slave, and freaking killed a lot of people. But that's the last time we saw Jill. I've never seen Jill ever again, I think, since then. But this...
Grace.
This one's crazy. You would not know what game this is up until like the end, like the final parts of the trailer, where you see the zombies and everything. But then you have shit like this, where it's just, I'm so disappointed with this trailer. Like, so freaking disappointed with this trailer. It is immense disappointment. Why? Because the front part actually looks so good.
We have been expecting you. Please, follow me.
When this trailer first showed, they didn't show anything, right? You didn't know what game this was gonna be. But then you see the front part and the middle part, and it's like, oh shit. I mean, this looks like something different. We have no clue what it was. And then you see this part and it looked crazy. Maybe, was it Alan Wake? Was it freaking gonna be just a new IP? But then you reach the end and you're like, what the fuck? Why? This trailer looked nothing like a Call of Duty game. What in, who in the right mind? Like, I know it's their goal to make a new Call of Duty game every year, but this is getting insane. What does this have to do with Call of Duty? What does this? What the fuck? This looks good.
Fear.
This looks different.
David Mason.
Hell, you can even make a different game set in a universe like this, and I think a lot of people would like it. But then you freaking... But then it's freaking announced. It's a Call of Duty game. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Yeah. Even the logo is insane, right? I think I saw... I don't know if it's an actual... I don't think it is an actual logo. Yeah, that's fine. Oh man, I am so disappointed. They ended the Xbox announcement show with this, so I'm so disappointed. Stranger Than Heaven looked cool though, like if you're into Yakuza type games. Requiem. I don't know about 007 game. Seems like a Hitman type of game, but more clunky, I guess. I don't know for sure. Oh, but yeah, Pragmata. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna go take a break. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow, but I'm definitely gonna be uploading more videos. I'm gonna go chill for a bit, but yeah, I'm gonna go off. I yapped way too much today, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening. Hopefully the food recommendations weren't too terrible. But yeah, I'm gonna go off. All right, peace. Okay, bye.